David Bruno, talk to me here, tapping into your criminal defense experience. Do you think this could be one where the mother really does play up the bullying that went on?
Julie, unfortunately for our viewers, I don't think this one's going to trial. We're not going to be airing this one because
I think you're right.
We talk about sympathy, right? Sympathy of the jurors, but also context for the prosecutors. Prosecutors have discretion. They have to evaluate their cases, and they do have to take the context into consideration. I mean, this woman, assuming she's got no criminal history, she was motivated through the protection of her child, and she did do a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. This is why we have anti-bullying statutes and guidelines and directives. I mean, this is a big thing in the schools, where schools are required to take action and do investigations so that we can avoid these types of things with parents taking actions into their own hands. That would have been the way to go. Contact the school, alert them so that they could do some things, as opposed to sending this drink in for the bully.
Great points, David. Thank you for that. Now, to some other trending true crime news. The Kansas City Chiefs may still be basking in their Super Bowl championship, but one super fan will soon be turning over his red and gold for some prison attire. Xavier Babudar, also known as Chiefsaholic, pleaded guilty in federal court to robbing banks in 7 states. The 29-year-old confessed to committing a string of 9 bank robberies or attempted robberies in 2022, as well as 2 robberies committed while on the run for 4 months. So while Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs were marching their way to the Super Bowl and their back-to-back Super Bowl championships, this so-called fanatic was robbing banks all over the Midwest. There he is there. Look at that wolf outfit that he wears. Making plays, apparently he was, but in a criminal manner. So, you know, in federal court, they don't mess around. And we got the news of him pleading. Was that kind of a Hail Mary for him to try to ask the judge to have some mercy at sentencing? Let's ask our guests. Let's bring back in Michelle Thomas, David Bruno, and Sergeant Joe Giacalone. David, tapping into your criminal defense experience, start us off here if you would, please.
Yeah, he didn't have any other option, Julie. I took a look at the arrest affidavit. I mean, it was so strong. They had the gloves that he used in the robberies. They had the clothes he used in the robberies. He was depositing the proceeds of the robberies into his savings account with the amounts that were stolen. And then he was laundering the money in chips at casinos. In addition to that, he was using the money to go to all these events. He was going to home games, he was going to away games, and I guess he was getting the thrill of the games, and he needed to finance this habit of his.
Right. Maybe the money paid for that wolf suit he wears, huh, David? He became well known for being the guy in that outfit. Like when this news broke, everybody's like, oh, that guy we see all the time. Oh, my.